Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to part 2 of Operation Shadow Debt. I'm BouseFeenux, and this is Play Like a Bouse. In the last episode, I taught you guys how to go through Operation Shadow Debt and help Alad V out by getting the information he needed to take the fight to the Acolytes. Once you finish this little alert will open up here, and it'll be called Bounty Shadow Debt. This is where you'll actually go through and you'll hunt down each of the different Acolytes. Now, if you get 10 of them, if you get 10 Acolyte confrontations, you'll get another part of the sigil, and you'll get an Orokin reactor. This is pretty cool, you definitely want to do this, but the real reward comes from fighting these guys. Now, after you finish the first part of the Shadow Debt mission, this menu will open up here, and it'll show you where all 3 of the Acolytes are. Now, you can't always fight them all the time. They're discovered randomly and on different planets. Right now, in this video, Mania is found, and he's on Limtok, which is on Phobos. So you just click on this, and it'll take you right to where he is. Now, each of these Stalker Acolytes kind of have a different profile. They have different attacks, they fight differently, stuff like that. It's important to note that you cannot kill them. Basically, all you can do is damage them until they run away. When they run away, they will drop a mod. If you die while you're fighting them, they'll just vanish like the Stalker does, and you won't get anything from them. So that being said, let's go ahead and take the fight to some of these guys, and I'll show you how they work. Alright guys, so first up we're going to go after our first Acolyte target here, and he's been discovered on a planet, and essentially how this works is you'll get a mission type, you'll go after him, and it'll look just like an ordinary mission. This one, for example, is just a capture. You'll know you're on the right track, however, when you get a little message from Alad V telling you that there's an Acolyte around. Now, eventually you'll get the little screen flash like the Stalker's invading you, or a Syndicate's invading you, or whatever, and they'll show up and start trying to fight you. This first one we've got here, his name is Mania, and basically he has some Loki-like powers, and he uses the Mios blade, or the Lacera. Very dangerous, he's probably one of the tougher ones. He will kill you very easily, so make sure you're very prepared when you go to fight him or hunt him down. Make sure you have a group with you, or your weapons are strong enough to take him out. Try not to get confused by his little switch teleport that he does to you. Make sure you keep your distance from him, because he only tries to close into melee range, and if you stay at firing range, you'll pretty much be good to go. But you do some damage to him, eventually he'll run off, and he'll drop his mod. Alright guys, next up on our chopping block is the Acolyte Angst. Angst is basically a perversion of Valkyr, and has 2 of Valkyr's skills. She'll be using the Hysteria as well as the Warcry ability. The Warcry ability will kind of make your screen go crazy like it is now. You won't really be able to see what's going on, and she'll be able to close in for the kill, so you want to make sure you're watching out for those claws. Fortunately though, as you can see here, very easy to kill with a group of people. You just got to make sure that, you know, people are taking care of you, watching your back, stuff like that. Just, you know, keep your wits about you when you're fighting her, and you'll be good to go. So the last Acolyte of this whole trio is Torment here, and he basically looks like Mesa, but has the powers of Hydroid. He'll be using a lot of that Tidal Surge ability. You want to make sure you stay clear of that, but otherwise, Torment is pretty easy to take down. I say that as I die here, but that was pretty much the dudes behind me that got me, and not Torment. He's pretty much the least formidable of them all, and if you can take him out, you're doing pretty good. So just watch out for his Tidal Surge, and, you know, make sure you have your group with you if anything else happens, and you should be good to go. Alright guys, so that pretty much covers part 2 of this event. I hope you found this video useful. I hope you learned a little bit more about the event and you didn't really know how to do it before, and maybe this helped you along the way. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, a subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you're looking for Warframe builds as well, I have a website totally dedicated to that. It's BouseFeenux.com, and you can check that out. Just make sure to do me one favor and disable adblock or whitelist the website when you're viewing it, because that really helps support what I'm doing here, and adblock really hurts my content. It really hurts my ability to create more content and do this as a full-time gig. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you learned a lot from this. Just remember, go through, fight those guys, keep an eye on where they're spawning, fight them as many times as you can, because there are a lot of really good mods to get out of this. You don't want to be going like 3 months down the road and see a bunch of mods that are selling for tons of money, tons of platinum, and realize that you missed out. So try to get every one of these, get together with a group of your friends. If you want to come by tomorrow on my Twitch stream, that's Tuesday, I probably will be helping you guys do this, so check me out there. Go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch, and then you'll know when I'm live tomorrow. We'll be pretty much doing this all day, and I would love to help you guys out and meet some new people. So, again, I'm BouseFeenux. This has been a Play Like a Bouse guide. When the final challenger arrives for the 3rd part, I will probably do a video on that, but stay tuned. In the meantime, and happy hunting out there.